Cheese rolling happens every year at Cooper's Hill in Gloucestershire, England. It's basically humans versus gravity. They throw a big 9-pound cheese wheel down a steep hill and people full send after it. No pacing, no control, just bodies flying everywhere. Injuries are guaranteed, sprains, concussions, broken bones, but whoever gets down first keeps the cheese. People have been doing it for decades. Nobody even pretends it's safe. And that's exactly why it's iconic. Air Guitar World Championships happen in Oulu, Finland, and this is peak cringe becoming peak culture. Imagine a big stage, bright lights, loud music, and absolutely no instruments. People come dressed like rock gods, some in capes, some in leather, some basically cosplaying 80s music videos, and then they proceed to absolutely lose their minds fake strumming invisible guitars. No notes, no chords. Just pure energy and over-the-top performances. They're judged on stage presence, creativity, crowd reaction, and how convincingly they can sell the illusion of shredding on a guitar that isn't there. Past winners have done flips, high kicks, intense head banging, full body air solos, everything short of setting an imaginary instrument on fire. There's no real prize, no record deal, no big payday, just the title of Air Guitar World Champion and a lifetime of people asking, wait, you do what? People literally spend months practicing for this, perfecting fake solos in their bedrooms. While their neighbors wonder what's wrong with them, it's the kind of thing that sounds dumb until you realize there are sold-out venues just to watch people pretend to play guitar better than you could ever play the real thing. Wife carrying goes down every year in Sankajärvi, Finland, and it's exactly as insane as it sounds. Men carry their wives or girlfriends or partners or honestly whoever agrees to this mess through a brutal 250-meter obstacle course. It's not just a flat track either. You've got mud pits, water traps, sand dunes, and obstacles designed purely to make you trip face first in a humiliation. The most popular technique is the Estonian carry, where the wife literally hangs upside down like a human. Backpack with her legs wrapped around your neck and head dangling behind you like some weird counterweight. Record time for this whole muddy obstacle mess? 55 seconds, which is basically warp speed for people who are also carrying an entire adult human. The prize? Your partner's body weight in beer, which is just so gloriously on brand for Finland. Fun fact. If you don't have a wife, you can still compete by borrowing someone else's partner. And yes, that's completely allowed in the rules because apparently the beer prize is enough incentive to risk both your spine and your relationship. Toe wrestling happens every summer in Derbyshire, England, because apparently the British love weird foot-based suffering. The concept is literally thumb war, but with toes. Two people sit down on a small platform, lock their toes together, and try to pin their opponent's foot down. There's an official federation, official tournaments, and world championships dedicated to this absolute nonsense. Matches are intense with people grunting, sweating, and battling it out like their mortgage depends on it. Injuries are shockingly common. People break toes, get sprains, some even end up with fungal infections because foot hygiene is optional apparently. The prize isn't cash. It's just the awkward honor of being able to tell strangers you are a world champion in something nobody respects. Fun bonus? Before every match, the referee checks both players for foot cleanliness, which is just peak British sportsmanship, if you ask me. Extreme ironing is both exactly what it sounds like and somehow way dumber. It's a sport where people iron clothes in the stupidest and most dangerous locations possible. It started in England around 2000 because apparently someone got bored doing laundry and thought, what if I did this while risking my life? Competitors have been spotted ironing on top of mountains, in the middle of rivers, while bungee jumping, while scuba diving, and even while skydiving midair. There's no cash prize, no endorsements, just the weird flex of saying, I ironed my shirt on a cliff edge and didn't die. The sport has its own world championship where people compete in both performance and location categories, meaning you get points for how dangerous and ridiculous your ironing spot is, plus how crisp the shirt turns out. It's the only sport where you might win but also get hypothermia, a broken leg, or an oddly perfect crease down your collar. Bog snorkeling happens every year in Llanrhyd Wells, Wales, and it's as gross as it sounds. Competitors throw on snorkels, wetsuits, and flippers before diving into disgusting brown, peat-filled swamp water to race through 2 lengths of a 60-yard trench. No swimming strokes allowed. Only leg kicks while your arms flop uselessly by your sides. Visibility is basically zero. The water's freezing cold. And the smell? Apparently swampy enough to make you question your life choices. The record time is just over a minute, which is wild considering most people would panic just putting their face in that swamp. The reward? A cheap plastic trophy, bragging rights, and maybe some weird swamp disease, but hey, hundreds still show up every year because humans love suffering for no reason. Ferret legging is British idiocy turned into a sport. It originated in Yorkshire where bored miners decided to shove angry live ferrets down their trousers to see who could survive the longest. There's no protective gear allowed, just normal pants, 2 ferrets, and a high pain tolerance. The ferrets bite, scratch, and claw at whatever they can reach while you just stand there pretending this isn't the dumbest thing you've ever done. The current record? 5 hours and 26 minutes of pure pain and regret. The prize? Nothing except maybe permanent leg scars and a story that'll make every Thanksgiving dinner awkward forever. The fact that this became an organized event is probably the best summary of British culture ever. Sauna Championships were held in Heinola, Finland, until they got so dangerous they were banned. Contestants would sit in a sauna cranked up to 110 degrees Celsius while judges dumped water on the rocks every 30 seconds to make it even hotter. People battled to see who could stay conscious the longest without passing out or literally cooking themselves from the inside. In 2010, the event got canceled after one contestant died, and others ended up hospitalized because apparently humans just can't leave anything chill. We turn even relaxation into competitive near-death experiences. The record before it was shut down? 16 minutes in what was basically a human oven, proving once again people will do anything to feel superior for 5 minutes on a podium.